Hi. Okay, I'm slightly nervous, but it's okay. We gotta put that back and just let's move on. So hi the world. Hi YouTube. Hi you. Okay, hi. So I'm sure you've never seen my face before on the web. But like, I mean, if you did, you might. So, what happened? I had a plan. I wanted to do this channel. I wanted to post things, and I will do it in the future. Okay. Look, I had plans. This sentence can just be like 2020. Okay, 2020. I had plans. ... Blackpink's they appeared on Knowing Brother, and it's my favorite show, so I was like, I'm not gonna miss it. But I had school, I was in a rush, I had my midterms, so I was like working at the same time as I was watching. I don't know if you've ever done this. It was the first time for me. Okay, so the skills, you know, the multitasking was not there. Well, so I saw that Jennie said like she said bonjour, and I was like, yeah, whatever, and I just kept writing and do my thing and like try to multitask and not really be there. Life went on. I watched the others, like 17, the other people, and like it did not sink in until I talked to my friend. And we're talking about idols language because I teach languages, so I'm like, I always talk about that. And it, like, you know when you're like, you saw something and it just went behind your head and it slightly comes back to your memory and you're like, wait a minute, and this is where it hit me. Queen Jennie spoke French. Like, I don't care she's learned, she spoke French. I did not pay attention to that. And so I don't even remember what she said. I remember she said bonjour. My friend was like, oh my god, Jennie, she talks so well. And I was like, when? How? What? Now, you may wonder like, great sis, but like, who are you? Like, what is your expertise? You know, what can you bring to the table that makes you say like, oh, I can judge Jennie, I can... Okay, look, I speak 4 languages to different level of fluency. And my mother tongue is French. So, this is my expertise. Great. I don't know, I think my expertise comes from a place where I teach languages. So like, I guess I can just say like, oh, okay, I'm a teacher, so like, but like, at the end of the day, it's still Blackpink. Like, you know. Blackpink! Okay, I won't make you wait more. I know some of you already like skipped to this part, but I want to give 2 disclaimers. 2 disclaimers. Don't pass them. Listen, they're short. Don't pass them, okay? 1. I'm sure in the comment section, maybe it won't happen. Maybe the comment section will be wholesome and full of French and I will be like, mwah. But maybe it won't. And maybe what will happen is that, well, I would have said like that. Well, I would have said it like that. And look, you need to understand, French is not only spoken in France. There are many places in the world where French is spoken, and sometimes it differs, and there's like the regions and stuff like that. So I'll talk from my perspective, and also I'll try to go with the more standard French. I won't go in slang and stuff like that. You know, if you would have said it a different way, good for you. Good for you. Second thing, I won't go and try to break Jennie, okay? Queen Jennie. Look at me. Look at me. Look at you. Now look at me. I'm just going to comment how maybe a fangirling moment, and I'm literally going to react to this like right now. And I'm like slightly fangirling, slightly. Like a lot fangirling, but like I'm trying to keep some sort of calm so that, you know, you can see like a professional side of myself. I'm kind of, oh my gosh, okay, I'm kind of excited now. Okay, let's go. Ah!
불어를 배우기 시작했는데 마스터를 하는 게 나의 목표야.
Okay, first, she said mastering it. Oh, girl. Look, my perspective on things changed a lot because before I started to teach languages, when someone would tell me, "Oh, I'm learning French, or I want to try to learn French," I was so excited. I was like, "Girl!" Now that I know what it takes to speak French, because when you're like a native, you don't understand what are the challenges of learning your language, right? When someone's like, "I'm learning French," I'm like, good luck. But again, there are people who master French. It comes down to work and, being persistent and keeping up the good work. So you can do it, sis. She's an idol. She knows what it means to put some work for a long time. So I think she can do it.
우리 불어로 인사 지금 배우고 있을 수 있어.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Jennie. Je suis content d'être ici. Amazon.
Okay, girl, already. She just said to everyone who think they're so smart to say like, "Bonjour, je m'appelle." She said, "You are boring." The fact that she je suis content d'être ici, do you understand? The fact that she has that nailed down, I don't know if she searched for it, like she searched like, "I'm happy to be with you," and try to make this sentence, or she just had it already like nailed down. Her sources are good. Because most people, when they start learning French and they do like a small greeting kind of thing, they're more like, "Bonjour, je m'appelle," they say their age, they maybe say their country. Sorry if I look like I have the sun in my face. I actually do have the sun in my face, but like, I just love the sun because we don't have it always, so I'm just enjoying it. Like, yay. Most people, they will like stick to this. The fact that she said, "Je suis contente d'être ici." Oh, sis. And then she's like, "Arizona, girl." Well, how did I miss that though? Like,
신기해. 오늘 내 이름은 제니고 오늘 재밌게 놀아보자라고 한 거야.
wow.
팬들이 굉장히 좋아하겠다.
Well, not only the fans and friends, myself.
형님을 내가 불어로 배워왔어.
뭐야?
이거 발음이 어려운데 앙팩포시.
Okay, wait. The sun is gone. And this is why I did not care if I was going to receive like some UV kind of... I did not care.
이거 발음이 어려운데 앙팩포시.
Okay, wait a minute. That one is kind of tricky now I'm thinking about it. Because, wait a minute, un frère proche. Hi, I'm the editor, which is this girl in the picture, but in the future. Maybe my past self trusted my editing skills and believed I would edit out this part. Her expectations were definitely too high because I did not. Therefore, in a few seconds, you will witness a conflict between the inner blank and the inner logic. Inner blank loves blindly anything Jennie does, and inner logic on the other side, well, is not as blind. Enjoy.
Okay, wait. It's because the fact that Annan Hyungnim is such a weird name. First of all, I mean, it makes sense, but like, it's such a weird name that God, wait. Let me just think if there's another way I would have translated this. Actually, I'll tell you something. The name of the show before it was Knowing Brothers, Annan Hyungnim, it was Ask Us Anything. So I think it would be a better translation to just go with the old title and just be like, Demandez-nous ce que vous voulez. You know what I mean? Because like, there's certain shows in France where it's very long, like On n'est pas couché, you know. On n'est pas couché ce soir. You know, those kind of shows, like Demandez-nous ce que vous voulez, you know, those kind of things. I think it would make more sense because Après Proche is just not it. Like, it's actually, it's not a bad translation. Like, I would have never thought of that. But it's just not it. Like, because Après Proche is just like, the translation for that would be like, because it doesn't make sense. Because in French we say la famille éloignée, right? So like, you know, you're like families and you don't talk too much. Like this cousin, the child of your aunt's niece. You know, like those people, we call it like la famille éloignée, which would be like far family, right? But like you don't have like close family. Like you don't, well there's no equivalent. There's no like something similar in French, like, oh, ma famille proche. Well, you could, but it's not the vibe they're going for. That's not the vibe they're going for.
But she did great. We don't care. She did great. She did great.
우리 제니가 제니가 보내준 해주세요, 선생님.
Oh, this is very interesting. This is very interesting. I've seen some people teaching French that are Korean, and like there are certain words they say it in a certain way, and I'm like, wait a minute, where did you take that sound? So to say to transfer it to because this is literally what is written because this is the closest they can get to the sound, right? I know some people that teach things to have like they teach sounds to be a certain way so that the person can say it, but I just tend to just really try to position the mouth, the tongue, the throat, and work with the person so they really make this sound instead of having a sound that is similar. So in that case, she's like pre, like we'll see what she says after. Oh, but her pronunciation is actually good. It's actually good. It's really good. Like proche, like she had the in the throat, and a lot of people struggle with that in French. Oh, she did great. That's good. Okay.
Soutenez-moi avec un frère proche.
Soutenez-moi avec un frère proche. See, okay, this is the thing. Like, there are sentences that you can't translate, even though you really want. You can't, like, you need to find something else or learn the equivalent in that language. She said, 많이 사랑해주세요. Or maybe in her head she was thinking like, 응원해주세요, like support or something. Maybe they could say something like, j'espère que vous allez continuer à aimer l'émission. Demandez-nous ce que vous voulez. Which is very long, and I don't think she would have known it. But like, if she really wanted to have like some sort of equivalent, it would have been that because in Korean, this stuff sometimes they ask to people are already made kind of sentences and idioms that we don't have the equivalent in French. Well, in French we don't have that word like supportez-moi, aimez-moi, continuez à me regarder. We don't say those things, right? We're more like nous espérons, j'aimerais. It's more like I'll put the subtitles here because I'm sure like it won't get across.
Yeah, no, sorry for being this confusing. I don't know what's wrong with this woman. Anyways, what she meant is that in Korean, there are a lot of sentences that are very normal and make sense in Korean, but the direct translation of them does not match with how we speak in French. A good example would be the often heard in restaurants, 맛있게 드세요, and with friends, 맛있게 먹어 before eating. What they are literally saying is eat that food with appetite. It sounds almost imperative, but for Koreans, it is not, and it's more to say that they hope you enjoy the food. However, if someone was to translate directly this sentence in French, it would be almost rude, as it would sound like a command. A few words would be missing to formulate a wish or a desire in French.
But you know, but honestly, it's hard. The thing that she wanted to say are not very hard, and I don't know her level, but if it's like beginner, it's hard. Okay, this is very interesting. Her pronunciation isn't. That's really nice. If you struggle already with pronunciation in French, the road is already bumpy, but like it's gonna start to be mountains, you know? She's like, soutenez-moi. And I think most people would talk like that, right? When you teach, it's like, I feel like it's tricky. It's to teach the person the way you would say it, or like the proper way. Because the thing is, soutenez-moi is when you're talking fast, you're a native, you're talking fast, so you're just like, ouais, ouais, oh, bah oui, oh, oubliez pas de nous soutenir, hein, faut soutenir nos artistes. But, you know, I said faut soutenir nos artistes because I was talking quick, right? If I were a teacher, I would have said like, you need to say soutenez-moi. Right, it's a really like I'm really being picky here just because she's doing so good, but she's good. Wow, her pronunciation. Je t'aime. Oh, it's hitting me. Maybe she has a teacher actually. So if I were to do a wrap up about this, because I've seen so many idols just say like 1 or 2 max sentences in French, and seeing someone having so much confidence in, because she's very confident, and I think that's a good thing. She's like, she says it and she goes for it. It's easier to fix mistakes when you go for it. Girl, the pronunciation, I'm shocked. I did not, like, I heard the bonjour, okay, but like, look, if you're gonna want to master French and you don't nail down the bonjour, it's gonna so I was like, whatever, she's interested in French, bonjour, like she got it. But the rest, I see the genuine interest in that. And like, I don't know if Jennie will ever see this video. I don't think she will. But I want to say to her like, well, should I say in French? Je te souhaite bonne chance dans cette aventure, cette route périlleuse qu'est l'apprentissage d'une langue étrangère, mais je suis sûre que tu vas y arriver parce que tu vas déjà affronter beaucoup de difficultés dans ta vie et je crois que tu seras capable d'affronter ce nouveau défi. So yes, this is the end of the video. I hope you liked it. I hope you maybe like me too. You can write in the comment section. I would be curious to see people who tell me they learn French or they speak French. Where are you from? How did you feel when you watched that? And more. Bye!